Hello, Standard 7, students of Sadhana campus. How are you all? Fine. Good morning. Today we will continue our lesson about two big states in social science. Okay. Yesterday we had seen about one traveler. His name was Yuan Seng. He was a Chinese traveler. He visited India and had studied in Nalanda University for 5 years. This we had seen. Now, not only studied here, but he remained here for how many years? 15 years. But during his stay in India, he visited many places. He also visited Harshvardhan's empire. He came here in our Kannauj and examined and observed the lifestyle of the people. He had written in his notebook. He had written. From his writings, we can come to know about the people living during the time of Harshvardhan. It is said that how the towns and villages were, they were fortified. The gateways are also very high, huge, and at the entrance. Okay, about the society. Society had been divided into 4 groups. At that time, Parda system, intercaste marriages, these were not prevalent. But custom of sati, child marriage, polygamy had been started. अब डाइट की बात करते हैं. What they were eating milk products, wheat, rice, fruits, vegetables. क्या पहनते थे कपड़े? तो कहते वे wore clean, simple white clothes. Men wear dhotis, women wore saris. About the ornaments, rings, bangles, bracelets, necklaces. These were made from flowers they were wearing. Which games they were playing? The chess and games of dice. And who were entertaining the people? The acrobats and conjurers. They were entertaining the people. Okay. Now about the occupation. Name the occupations of the people. So we will write farming and animal husbandry. These were the two main occupations. Now about farming. Whatever they were produced from the land, 1/6 part they had to give away to the king. At that time, international and internal trade had been carried out by the people, by the Vaishyas. So there was a highway from Patliputra to Bhrugu, means Bhrugu Kutch, and Bharuch. Also, a port had been built there for trade and transportation of goods. For commercial transaction, they were using gold and silver coins. What they were exporting here? Ornaments, statues, ivory, carved wooden pieces. These had been exported. These we were exporting, and as a result, India had become very prosperous during the reign of King Harsh. India got business relations with Rome, and as a result, there was a inflow of gold in India. Now about the religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, these were the religions which had been people had a faith in this religion, and these people were living there, but they were tolerant among other religions also. So this all Yuan Seng had written in his writings, and from this we came to know about the life of the people. So what we have learnt during the reign of Harshvardhan. Harshvardhan ruled between 606 to 647, and only 41 years. Birth, he was born in 606 CE, and died in 647. Means he lived only 41 years. His lifespan was only this much, but during his reign he became very famous. He did many good things for the people, and among them one of the best thing is that we remember this Nalanda University, still it exists and it has become world famous. And also we remember Banbhat and works of him, Harshacharit and Kadambari. These two are also famous today. Harshacharit had been, from Harshacharit we can come to know about Harshavardhana, and he himself was a writer. He had wrote 3 plays named Naganand Ratnavali and Priyadarshika. These were seen. Now what you will do in this chapter, the remaining part, that is about Vatapi, means this is in South India. And at that time the famous king was Pulkesi II, and he had built a very famous caves which call it Ajanta caves, which had become famous. So this all about him and what he did for the people, this we will see in our next lecture. But during this time what your work will be, you have written about Harshavardhan 5 sentences. Okay, now you will write about the life of the people, what the people were eating and how their houses were, and which evil customs were prevalent among them, what they were eating, what were their clothes, what they were wearing, and what are the ornaments they were wearing, and everything. You will write about the trade also, trade and business. You will write something, and about religion, followed by the people. These are the 3 religion: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. This also you will write. And besides this, you will write a note on Yuan Sang. Then you do net surfing and know more about Banbhat, know more about Harshacharit, and write 5 sentences, and also about Nalanda Vidyapith. Only very less information is given in the textbook, so we are very curious to know something more about it. So better you find out by yourself and write in your notebook. This will be your today's homework, and in the next time we will see about Vatapi. Okay, Shalini, yes, follow this Karma Kavya, all of you. There are the big, our country had been divided into 2 big states. First was called Kannauj and second was called Vatapi, and northern part we consider as Kannauj, and southern part which had been ruled by king of Chalukya dynasty was Vatapi, and in South India. You can see in the map about the Harshvardhan's empire, which were the cities or which region had been ruled by Harshavardhan. This we can come to know. Northern part up to the river Narmada, and then after he could not defeat our Pulkesi II, and his expansion of his empire had been stopped. So up to this region, which is we can see clearly in the map, this is our Kannauj. Okay, now about South India and about our Vatapi and about our Pulkesi II we will see next time. Bye.